Good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. This reading is our daily reading and it is Friday. Happy Friday, all. We'll take a look at current situation and the influences around that. I'm going to use the Ghost Tarot. I'm going to continue with that today. And keep in mind, those of you who are new or have just started, I do read intuitively. I like to say that because a lot of times we watch other readers and you're like, that's not the meaning of the card. So just so you know, I do read intuitively how I feel about it, with at the same time using the meanings, of course. So yeah, we'll take a look at current situation, the influences around that, and let's get started. What do we need to know today? Give me two more shuffles. Two more. One more. Okay. What do we need to know? Okay, we've got current situation, please. Empress. Present influence. Five of Swords. Future influence. Three of Cups. What we don't see. Ten of Swords. What to look for. Seven of Cups. Unexpected. Queen of Pentacles. Let's see. Challenge. Seven of Swords. Strength. This is odd energies. Ace of Wands. Where does this lead, please? Sun. I'm going to leave it right there. 10 of Swords. Three. I'm going to do some clarifying. Three of Cups before I get started. That's good. Five of Swords. Okay. And then that's the three. I want to put these right there. And then I want to do the Seven of Cups. Okay, what's at the bottom of the deck? The Emperor. So this can be about control. It can be about leadership. It can also be a person. So the bottom of the deck is the Emperor, the current situation, and advice, please. Okay. We don't want to do that again. The current situation is the Empress. Bottom of the deck is the Emperor. So I do feel like this energy, I feel like for some cases this could be a relationship, but for others it's just kind of about taking control of your own life. And the reason why I say a relationship is these two are companions, and so it could be that, and then, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. But there's definitely something here with, I feel like this Five of Swords is related to taking care of yourself, and how much energy are you giving yourself, and are you being honest with yourself as well? Because one of the things we have in the challenge is the Seven of Swords, which can be that sneaky energy. But I feel like there's something here to discover. So the Five of Swords is clarified with Strength, Temperance, and the Hermit. So again, I'm looking at the having the strength to keep everything in balance as you are on a search for something. And it's really about the work you're putting into that. Now, keep in mind, this isn't an influence. It's not necessarily a situation. So this energy is around you, is what could be kicking you, into gear, or what's influencing you at the time right now. And there is a search going on here, and I really feel like you're almost like, is this worth it? Like, I'm trying to find this healing energy, and I feel like you're doing a lot of self work, and with the Empress there, and even the Emperor can be about, having control of your life. And it's like, well, you know, I think I get the feeling that you're just really in your head about how much energy. Again, you're feeling like, I need to be strong, I need to be balanced, and I need to search for something. And I feel like this search has probably been going on for a while, and that's why you're kind of in that Five of Swords. How much energy do I put in? How long do I fight for this? At what point can I just, stop? But also, I feel like it's about being honest with yourself about how far you've come, what you're doing, the energy you're putting in, the energy that you're not putting in, all of it. And it feels like it's very internal. It's not external. I think this all comes from within you. I'm getting that feeling too from the Empress being there, and even the Emperor. So, but I feel like that, yeah, it just keeps kind of going in circles. So the Three of Cups is, I want to make sure I have, this is the 7, this is the 10. Okay. The Three of Cups will be in your future influence. And I do feel like there's a celebration coming in. There's a feeling to me like there's a new start to something here, but obviously something has to end and something has to go away with the Ten of Swords and what we don't see. But in the near future, you will be celebrating. Now, keep in mind when I read this comes after this, all of this other energy, other than maybe the unexpected. But the Ten of Swords, so, is in what you don't see. And there's definitely a finality here of something. When I pulled the clarifiers, I got the Eight of Cups, the Fool, and the Five of Pentacles. And I feel like what's ending is kind of your search for a new beginning, like a new fresh start. You really want to, there's a feeling here to me that you really want to, like, take a leap and just go for something, like, without thinking about it. But I do feel like the 5 is that fear factor, and then maybe you want to do something that's not the norm. And I feel like what's ending is the fear. Like, you really want to move forward into something that's going to bring you, I feel like it's like this energy of the Fool, where you feel kind of like very curious and very excited about something. But the and the Five of Pentacles is that fear of taking that leap. And that's what's, I feel like, is ending here, because we've got a lot of good cards. And the thing is that you need to watch for all the possibilities. So if something is ending, or you feel like something's ending, there's a lot of new things available to you. And the Seven of Cups is clarified with the Star, Three of Swords, and the King of Cups. You have a choice here. You can be hopeful and go for your dreams. You can be sad and feel lost, or you can, fall in love. I mean, I feel like, though, the King is, the Three of Swords is sitting there in the middle, and I feel like your dreams are of having, like, something that you care about, love, a project, work, but something that means a lot to you. The Three of Swords is saying you have your choice on how to react and how to feel and what to focus on. It's not just necessarily about choices like this job, this person, that person. It's not that. It's, I feel like it's about your perspective. And I feel like that because, too, with the Five of Swords, we have the Hermit there, we have the Temperance. It's all in how we're handling something. So these energies aren't necessarily about someone or something. It's about you, and in your work that you're doing. So you have choices on how you want to see something. You can continue to go for your star, your dreams, your hopes, your all of those things, or you can choose to be sad and distant. So it's kind of up to you. That's why this is here. This is very important for you to understand that a lot of it just comes from our reactions, our intentions, how we are perceiving a situation, what we're focusing on. Are we focusing on, because maybe there is something that's hard in our life that's making us sad, but are we focusing on that too much instead of on something new and better? And we'll get to that with the challenge and the strength. The Queen of Pentacles is unexpected energy, and I feel like this Queen of Pentacles, Empress as well, is about, I feel like this is saying that you are going to understand where you belong. And I feel like that's odd, but I feel like you're going to understand that. And that comes in unexpectedly, that energy. And that's kind of an epiphany as well, but it's a more of a, this is mine. I own this. And owning in a sense of owning how you feel, owning how you react, owning how you deal with something. And so keep in mind, when we talk about these type of energies that are self-growth and self-healing, these are hard energies. So if this comes and you feel like that, like you belong, like this is mine, I own this. And I think it's more like I own my emotions, I own my perceptions, I own my perspective, I own that. That's on me to look at things differently, how to react to something. That's on you, right? That's up to you. And you choose those things. Again, choices. But I think this Queen is that you realize this. And once that energy hits, you're going to feel a lot more in control. You're going to feel a lot more satisfied with the energies around you. So we have the Seven of Swords in the I was going to say the Three of Swords was clarified, and I didn't, or the Three of Cups was clarified with the Justice, the Wheel, and the Three of Wands. So that does say that you're going to be celebrating this, and this comes from the Queen as well. So when I said that these two kind of go together, the unexpected leads to this influence of the celebration. The celebration is the balance. I feel like this is moving on to the next thing, and the Three of Wands is seeing the work that you've done come to life, or that kind of energy. So I do feel like there is definitely something here where you're going to be celebrating this. And the Seven of Swords, okay, is in your challenge. This is about taking back your life, like taking back, again, we're going back to, it's not easy to change the way we see something or feel about something. And we can't always just snap our fingers and say, oh, I shouldn't feel this way. That's not the way it works, right? I mean, we feel that way or we don't. The only way to change how we feel about something is to truly change how we see it. But it can't be surface, it has to come from deep within. You can't, feelings are feelings, and this is the way we feel. But we start feeling better when we can dig deeper and own it. And yes, it's hard, and you can say, the thing here too, I believe, and this may be a little bit too much for some of you, but I feel like some of this is, you can have an emotional day or a hard day, like the Three of Swords, and choose to, and it's not a choice. Like, there's something that you feel a certain way about something. And have you ever really tried to say, I shouldn't feel this way? Why do I feel this way? This is not this is not even right or logical, or, those kind of things, because that's what I do. And if you do that, instead of fighting your feelings, own your feelings. This is the way I feel. And this is why I feel that way, or I don't even know why I feel that way, but I do. And understand that you can't change the way you feel just because logically it doesn't seem right. You just can't do it. And no matter how hard you try. So the idea is to say hello to your feelings and say, okay, this is the way I feel. I'm going to be honest about it. It hurts. I'm sad. This sucks. Whatever it is, even if you don't feel like you should feel that way, you do. And then own that. And I feel like the positive here is the ace. Well, this is the strength, Ace of Wands. There's definitely something new coming into play here. And it does bring much joy and happiness. You've got the sun as the outcome. But I think it has to do with this. There's the Fool, where you finally get out of your head and say, I can take this leap of faith. I can do this. And whatever this energy is, whether it feels to me like not just owning your feelings, but working through these, because we bring joy into our life when we start recognizing, well, we can recognize our passions, we can recognize what's important to us. And once we do that and we move towards that goal, then we do bring joy into our life. Instead of saying, I shouldn't feel that way. Okay, this is the way I feel. Okay, I just have to shake my hands with it and say, okay, how are you doing? I own up to this feeling and be okay with yourself. Because even though you logically think that this isn't right, it is, because it's you. But those things are all changing. And I feel like that's the epiphanies. That's the Queen of Pentacles coming in and going, yeah, I can do this. I'm in a good place to do this. My feelings are genuine. They're real. And that's another thing with the choices here in the King. Understand that you can have hopes and sadness, but as well as understanding your own emotions. And this is not an easy thing to do. So I am going to clarify the sun a little bit just to see if there's anything we need to know about this sun card in the future. I really like it because I feel like once you do the work, it's going to bring joy into your life. Any kind of self-work does, as long as you're consistent with it. Tell me about the sun. Yeah, we've got the Ten of Wands, Queen of Cups, and the Tower, and I feel like this change in energy, and it feels sudden, brings you what you need. So the Ten of Wands, you're doing the work. You're at a peak right now where you're completing this task. I feel like the sun is saying that you will reap the benefits that make you feel good, and the Tower is the change, because there was the shift and that had to happen. So there's energy that's changing around you, as well as the work you're doing. So the advice is the Nine of Cups. Don't give up on your dreams. That's what the most important thing is we need to continue to move forward on what we aspire in our life. What are you reaching for? What do you really want? And what does that take? And it's recognizing. So the advice is to also recognize those dreams, those wishes, your desires, and do what you can to meet them in a responsible way. And I feel like that's really what this is all about. There's a lot. This all feels very self-healing to me. At first I thought it might be relationship, but it's taking control of your life. That Emperor is all about taking control of your emotions, your life. You can't control always how you feel about something. It's just identifying with, yes, I feel this way, and allow yourself to feel that way. Doesn't mean you stay in that sadness or stay in those feelings, but but think about it this way too. We don't always second guess our feelings when we feel good about something. When we feel happy, we don't go, oh, I shouldn't feel that way. We just go with it. This is good. I'm going to go with it. But when we feel sad or disappointed or whatever, sometimes we want to talk ourselves out of it. And that's the key, is to recognize that as being a part of you as well. That's what I'm getting here. So I will leave it right there. I kind of like it. I feel like for those of you who are doing self work, I think when we watch tarot or, have readings or give readings, I think that the people that tune in are working on something, are working on whether, I'm with you. A lot of you enjoy the tarot regardless, but I think it's just, there's a lot of healing involved when we look at the cards, talk about the cards, and when we're looking for advice and getting readings, a lot of it's because we know we need to do things as well, and we feel a certain way about a situation and we want to know the answers, but sometimes the answers have to come from within us. Anyway, lovely reading. I hope you liked it. Take care and have a beautiful day. Thanks.